Hello everyone and welcome back to the events videos for Let's Play Prototype. Today, after completing Behind the Glass, we have 3 new missions. Events. They are called events. 2 are new, different types, and 1 is a movement, one that we've already seen before. And they're all over the map, so we're going to be doing some traveling. Now, of all of the events, kill is just the one that there's tons of, and I kind of don't like that because it's kind of shows just a lack of creativity in terms of events. But there are a lot of ways to kill people in this game, so I can't really be that mad. But we're going to start with disembowelment. All the way in Central Park? Yeah, that's exactly where I want to go in order to disembowel someone. Right outside the band shell. Now, kill events have to do with using a specific ability, power, weapon, or whatever in order to kill a certain amount of targets within a time limit. In this case, disembowelment means that we're using the claws in order to take down military units. These military units that have spawned all have targets on them in order to easily find them on the map, and are only here for this specific mission. When the mission is over, any remaining military units will disappear, if they're not already in the area already. I don't find this mission too difficult, but the main difficulty I find in kill missions is how put together targets are. Like, this one's rather simple if there's tons of military units around in a close quarters situation. But the other thing about it is that it's so early in the game and there's so much gunfire going on that you could kind of easily find yourself getting killed. Usually this event gives me more trouble than it should. But that's alright. And just like that, the military vanishes into thin air. I really like the angle of the cut of some of the claw moves. It's rather good detail. Anyway, with that done, now let's just keep heading south. And before we do the new glide mission, let's just go back and reminisce about our last missions? Last events? I'm gonna start hitting myself over and over and over, I know it. It's gonna be the whole crystals and gems business again. This movement event doesn't really have anything new to write home about except for one specific thing, and that is incorporating levels at which the waypoints are. So you have to pay attention to when waypoints are above you, and especially when they're below you. Isn't that just something that rips at your soul when you're just so close to something and it's just like, nope! Nope, we can't have that. Alright, time to do it again. Now this mission is this event, I'm gonna start hitting myself, is a bit of an annoyance if you're doing this minimalistic, and I'm glad I'm not doing it that way because I've done it before and it's a pain in the butt and I don't want to do it again. And that involves just not having the air dash move. If you don't have the air dash, you can still just get under 21 seconds, but man, it takes too long to do. Or at least without the boost. Without the sprint and jump upgrades, like that kind of minimalistic, I think at least have the air dash. But with that, the movement event made us go closer to the glide mission. So let's go over to From On High. I think out of all of the, like each of the events names, depending on what category you're in, do have specific like puns or are named for a specific thing. But glide missions are, you'll always find them roughly on the top of high buildings because of what you're going to be doing with them. Glide towards the target and land as close as possible to the center. This event is incredibly simple. All you need to do is get within one of those rings, preferably the one in the center because that gives you the gold. However, you have to actually use the glide. I believe if you haven't purchased the glide at this point, the event doesn't show up. That has been prone to happen a couple of times in previous playthroughs where I would hold off on an upgrade and the event wouldn't show up because I didn't have the corresponding power-up. Well, I just kind of stopped myself from crushing everything, but really the glide missions don't really have anything special to them. To be honest, I find them quite fun. But 1.66? I think I can do a lot better than that. If anything, this event teaches you to land on a dime. Look at that! Look at that. That is incredible to me. 0.19 from the center. I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully I'll be able to do that with more of the glide missions as well. However, we won't have any events next until we complete more story missions, so I'll see you after that. See you next time, everyone.